The way design serves humans is always a contextual relationship. I think that as technologies come about and evolve, it's constantly shifting what's possible. And we have to think about how that technology connects with the human needs that don't change too much, but also to the changing environments and how time, work, play, travel, all those things are affected. The moving target for designers is always understanding the context of that technology as it changes the relationship with humans to their environment. I like to think of design also as nothing more than the application of technology to a human-centered experience and paradigm. I've gone to some interesting talks, but for me the most interesting thing here at South by has been conversations with other professionals in related spaces, and a common thing that they're all struggling with, particularly in leadership, is how to deal with our hybrid work process now. Obviously, as I mentioned, design is always in the context of the changing landscape. No one anticipated the pandemic and how it's changed the nature of work, and then after remote work came about, everyone re-curated their lives around working remotely, but we're losing a lot of the spark of innovation and a lot of the interactions, the random, accidental interactions that happen in studio. So how do we think of new rituals, new ways of engaging and interacting that can compel people to come back to a studio? I don't think we can say let's return to a time before the pandemic. I think what we need to do is evolve to this new freedom we have of being remote, but also highlighting new experiences when people come together and to particularly in a creative industry, so that we stay sharp in our competitive edge, and also so humans stay fresh in how to interact with each other. I think with video conferencing, we lost a lot of those kinds of social interactive cues that help inform how we communicate and present to each other. That's been a very interesting topic of discussion at South by for me. It's a very important and big thing now in terms of, and I'm glad the world's reached a point of awareness of thinking about the business are thinking about that, the value of a diverse team, the value of being inclusive in a culture, the value of designing experiences for accessibility, of course the importance of sustainability. We must be getting ahead of that, and as consumers, we're starting to make more of those kinds of choices that are shaping the way businesses operate. As a consumer, everything we purchase is our vote. Businesses respond to what we vote for. But I think a lot of them are becoming more aware, and I think it's also our role and responsibility to introduce to them what sustainability in physical product design is, sustainability in digital design. There's certain design elements one can craft in doing a website and doing an app that substantially reduces a carbon footprint. And I think awareness is a big part of that, as with all these other things, accessibility, inclusivity, diversity. It all starts with that awareness of many voices being understood and heard. A lot of times it's hard to empathize. We all live some kind of privilege that is blind to another person's challenges or disabilities or injustices. I think that's the first step, is that we bring these conversations to our clients, to all we speak to, and start that. And of course, highlight that it is an important conversation to have as society is having it right now, and that ultimately it will be important to their business.